Alright guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to do a year-end look at the top 5 toys of 2015 for my collection. So starting it off, it's the Mattel Giants collection. Masters of the Universe figures, 12-inch scale. These came out at the very beginning of 2015, so they were something that I almost missed as far as adding them to my list. But I was really excited to get these when they first came out. Awesome figures. These are available still on MattelCollector.com. And they made about 6 figures in the wave. Here we've got the awesome Skeletor. And of course, He-Man himself. These are pretty nice reproductions of the original figures from the 1980s. There have been a couple of small little complaints, one being He-Man's head. It's not really true to the original figure, but aside from that, they're pretty accurately depicted, even coming with the original Power Punch, which is that feature where you could swing them and make them do punches, which is a cool action feature from the 80s. These are really cool figures. So they did make it on the list for 2015's top toys in my collection this year. The Mattel Collector Masters of the Universe Giants. Like I said, there's He-Man, Skeletor, Beastman, Stratos, Zodak, and Man-at-Arms available in the collection. We haven't heard word yet if they're going to continue on with the line, but those are the figures that are out currently. Now on to number 4. Okay, here it is, number 4. The Figma Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid 2. This little figure surprised the heck out of me. Typically, mainly a 1/6 scale collector, but I do dive out of that box from time to time, and this is one of those times. And I was not disappointed. This little figure has tons of articulation, and he just poses beautifully. Coming in and taking a look at that. I mean, you can get such natural poses out of this guy. The paintwork on top of that is pretty nice as well. Nice shading throughout the body. And he came with a ton of features. 2 faces, bunch of weapons. The posable stage that you see him posed on currently. Even down to his cardboard box that he uses for stealth infiltration. Really cool figure. Highly recommend this if you're into Metal Gear at all. Just a great piece. So that's it. Figma, number 4 top toy in my collection this year. On to number 3. And here it is, number 3. This is the Mezco 1/12 Collective, The Dark Knight Returns Batman. Another one that's out of 1/6 scale for me. Again, something I do look into from time to time. And I got into this one just a little bit late, so I had to track these down so I didn't jump on the bandwagon when they first released. But I am really glad that I did. This line has taken what's good in 1/6 scale and put it into a 1/12 scale figure, half the size. So you get the cloth outfit, interchangeable hands. This one also comes with interchangeable heads. So you get a really seamless look, and not an easy thing to do in this scale. A cloth outfit on such a small figure oftentimes comes off looking really cheesy, baggy, and out of scale. But they really did a nice job with this. The underlying body is solid, strong, tight joints. The material used form fits to that body really well. And it made for some really awesome looking figures. They made, I think, about 4 or 5 different versions. This was the classic one, the black and gray. And this here is the previews exclusive blue and gray. And each one came with slightly different accessories. This one came with the rifle and a slightly different bat symbol. And they're from different depictions throughout the comics. Both looks. They came with pretty nice stands, as you could see here. And they also had this feature where you could billow out the cape to make him look like he's flying. These are great figures, and they made it all the way up to number 3 in my collection for 2015 toys in my collection. Definitely keep an eye on these guys. They got new ones coming out. I believe Judge Dredd just released. So jump on this bandwagon early so you don't miss out. Alright. Coming up is number 2. Okay, here it is. Number 2. The Gentle Giant Jumbo G.I. Joes. These guys are awesome. These are 1/6 scale blown up versions of the 1980s G.I. Joe line, the real American hero. These guys are my favorite toys this year. You might ask why they're not number 1. We'll get to that when we get to number 1. But they are my absolute favorite toy line to come out this year. These guys are awesome. And I can't recommend these enough. You guys were fans in the 80s. You guys had G.I. Joes. Get them. They are just incredible. They have done an excellent justice to this particular line. These figures look stunning. Super crisp paint. High quality plastics. Just top of the line. All of their original accessories that they came with. I absolutely love this line. The way they've reproduced them identical to the original figures. One thing that, you know, wasn't present on the Matty Collector, you know, for instance, the head on He-Man not being an exact duplicate. These guys are 3D scans of the original 1982 straight arm G.I. Joes. And there's more coming out in the wave. Stay tuned for reviews coming up of Snake Eyes and Stalker. Those should be coming up within the next week or so. But aside from that, favorite line of 2015 is the Gentle Giant Jumbo G.I. Joe's 1/6 scale reproductions of the 1982 Joes. These guys are just incredible. I can't get enough of them, and I will be collecting this line going forward. Can't say enough good things about them. There's also a micro line coming out with these guys as well, so you can get like 2-inch figure versions of them, which is pretty cool as well. I'll be looking into that. I've already started collecting that line. But yeah, these are my number 2 pick for 2015. On to number 1. Alright, here we go. Number 1 toy in my collection for 2015 is the Hot Toys Battle Damage RoboCop. If you've watched any of my reviews this past year, you may have suspected this guy was going to be on the list. When I received it, I was pretty excited, and I raved pretty much throughout the entire review. This is a near perfect figure. Hot Toys best sculpt to date. Just incredible paintwork and sculpting combined. This guy is just incredible. Collecting high-end Hot Toys or 1/6 figures, a lot of collectors are very picky, but not even them had a lot to complain about with this release. The accuracy and the detail here is just incredible. They've captured nearly every detail, even down to the metal wires in the head there. The color is near perfect. This guy is just an awesome collectible. So lifelike. One of the finest figures I got in my collection currently. So that's it. That's number one, the Hot Toys Battle Damage RoboCop. Truly deserving of the title. An incredible work of engineering, sculpting, and paintwork. So that's it, guys. What do you think? Any of these toys make it on your top list this year? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching, subscribing, and commenting. Till next time.